Hey, as you can tell, or if you can tell, today isn't gonna be a My Symphony episode. Unfortunately, I had a lot of exam studying to do, which I am still doing, because my two hard I just had two exams today. That was econ and English. Those were not econ and English. Those physics and English. Physics was really, really good. I really liked that one. Um, English was nice. The essay section I could have done a bit better. But I liked how I outlined this. So that saved me a bunch of time. Because when I was rushing the last bit, I had like an outline to go off of. So I wasn't just saying random stuff. Then with tomorrow, I have math and econ. So it's IB math and IB economics. But it's not really the actual exams. Exams, it's the midterms. It's a bit stressful doing the thing now. Uh, but yeah, we're getting there. It's really interesting because it's like there's different phases to my study stuff, like my study mentality. There's the one that's like, oh, this is fine, I don't have to worry about it. Then there's the when it gets closer, okay, this is probably a problem. Then there's the third one where it's like I start panicking. I was like, oh dang, I don't get any of this. Then there's the fourth one, I'm like, oh, this is pretty easy. Then there's the fifth one. It's like if I have to explain it, then I like if I can explain it comfortably to someone, then I have complete mastery over it. So that's the Feynman technique, right? And it was really funny because that kind of happened with math. And then I see this time my friend texts me. She's like, "Oh, do you understand this part?" Then like I honestly forgot about the whole concept. So I go back to the chapter. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember this a bit." So that I didn't fully get the idea, but I don't like not being able to help people. So I did. I got ChatGPT to explain the thing to me a bit. So I got the general gist from there. Then I started to remember the stuff from the lessons. Then I was teaching her, I was able to try and get like I was getting the gist of the thing as well. So it was really nice. So I guess that's like the Feynman technique in its most pure form, maybe. But yeah, I feel like it's easier. It's harder to study like when you're trying to enrich yourself, but it's easier when you're trying to enrich someone else, I think. I don't know, it's easier to work for someone else than it is to work for yourself. And that's something, it's like, that's just maybe human nature, and maybe that's something I have to work on. But then, sorry, the window's open. Maybe that's something I have to work on, but something I can also take to my advantage so I can utilize the Feynman technique. Because I realize I catch on more quickly when I have to teach it to someone else because I see a necessity, right? And my brain is hard to it's hard to because I feel like I've gotten to a point where I have this subconscious idea that can adapt to anything, right? So my brain struggles with the idea of necessity, but when it's like someone else, I'm like, okay, this person needs this, so let me get it to them as quickly as possible. But yeah, um, that's the studying thing going so far. Just studying now. I found this really good, studying music, so I'll try and link it in this video. It was nice. Some colleges are coming out soon. But yeah, life is good. Just midterms. One thing I've learned is that, well, since I'm a senior, it applies more to me. Midterms do matter. However, it's useless to panic because worst case you don't do well, then that's worst case, and then you move on. Best case you do really well, and you move on. I think. So yeah, instead of panicking, I've just taken like even yesterday was when I kind of panicked. I was like, when I took, I was like, dang, this is not worth panicking over. But yeah, so I'm not really panicking with math and econ, even though I should probably panic because those are the two hardest ones. And then US econ, because in the economics we're doing. Oh shit, this video might be too long, but we're doing monobo, monopolistic competition, or that's we're doing monopolies, perfect competition, those stuff. And it's the graphs that are tripping me up, but I kind of have a gist for it now, so that's nice. The text itself, like the content, I'm good with. Graphs just sucks. So like even in math, we are doing the sine, tan, and cosine graphs, and I understand like how to label them. I understand how the amplitude works or how the periods work. I just can't draw them, right? And it's the most annoying thing because of the way the x-axis goes. It's just so hard. It's so difficult to do, right? Because like I still don't have full control over my understanding of that. Because the way it works is like the unit circle where, how do I explain this now? Shoot, can I explain this? I'm trying to think. because you know how there's angles and you have radians. I'm just gonna have to use radians as a base knowledge thing. The radians. So if we were to convert the circle to radians, right, then we were to apply SOHCAHTOA to it, like, so we could get the different angles. And sine, cosine, tan are basically like the unit circle, but if you took it onto a graph. So like on our clock, how we have 12 a.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and 9 p.m., those 4 points on those circles, right? 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees, I'm forgetting something, 180 degrees, right? Those are the points you mark, and it just goes in a loop forever. So that's kind of the thing. I'm also kind of sick, so. I obviously don't have full control over my understanding of that yet, but I have a good gist of it, and just seeing how far I can go. And then I also have to worry about the binomial PDFs, but I think once, oh no, okay, this is the last thing before I end the video. I feel like with knowledge in general, once, like, if you have to consume a large amount of knowledge, then it becomes easier, right? Versus if I had to consume just the binomial PDFs, it'll be harder. But also I have to also take into account that I've already done it before, so maybe that's why it's easier to consume now. But like, I typically find that if I'm consuming larger pieces of content, it's easier to like consume the smaller pieces versus if I'm consuming small pieces of content where it adjusts itself to seem large. I think there's a quote. It was like, give yourself an hour to clean your room, and you take an hour or maybe more to clean it. Then if you give yourself 10 minutes to clean your room, then you take 10 minutes. So it's like adjusting it. Don't have full control of my understanding of that either, but that's pretty much my thoughts. So have a great day. Check in for my symphony tomorrow. Actually, who knows? I don't like saying the days because I never know what's going to happen. But yeah, have a good day.